Barry Weiss is a man who has an insatiable appetite for the strange and extraordinary. His name is linked with curiosity and adventure. Barry has established himself as a captivating personality in the world of antiques. The quirky treasure hunter from Storage Wars, well known for his role, is the equivalent of today's Indiana Jones. You might be surprised to know where Barry Weiss is and what he is doing. Let us tell you that he is still active and making headlines at the age of 58. He owns Northern Produce, a flourishing company through which he generates a sizable yearly income for his luxurious lifestyle. Barry's journey to fame was a challenging one. Let's look at how he achieved the success that earned him the title, the Barry Weiss. His early interest in antiques and the excitement of finding buried riches can be linked to Barry Weiss' rise to stardom. His father, who ran a prosperous produce company, introduced him to the world of collecting rare artifacts as a child growing up in Los Angeles. Barry's love of antiques grew as he grew older, inspiring him to look into different opportunities to satisfy his interest. He immersed himself in the world of collections by going to estate sales, flea markets, and auctions. He stood out from other professionals in the sector thanks to his good eye for detecting expensive items and his willingness to take chances. The opportunity to join the cast of the reality television program Storage Wars in 2010 was Barry's big break. The program centers on a team of seasoned purchasers who bid on vacant storage facilities to discover priceless things. Barry rapidly became a favorite among the audience thanks to his unconventional demeanor, quirky sense of style, and original method of evaluating the contents of the storage units. He rose to prominence because of his charisma on film and talent for finding lost treasures, grabbing viewers' interest everywhere. With his catchphrases like "That's storage gold, baby," and iconic outfit choices like wide-brimmed hats and bright accessories, Barry's popularity grew. The businessman achieved enormous fame as the King Collector during his 4 seasons of appearances on the program. He was renowned for his wicked sense of humor, depth of knowledge, proficiency at bidding, and catchy one-liners. Even better, Buried Treasure, his own spin-off series, was eventually secured by him. Barry's celebrity status increased after his appearances on Storage Wars, and he also became a pop culture icon. On social media, he developed a sizable fan base and now interacts with them by sharing his travels and interesting things. Barry Weiss has a huge fan following and is admired by his fans. His social media pages are filled with fans' love and admiration. Now let's quickly move on to his biggest and most interesting finds on the show. In Storage Wars, there are many bizarre and intriguing discoveries, but this one is simply amazing. Barry spent just $100 for a storage container and discovered a super rare, one-of-a-kind Lotus Esprit from the 1977 movie, The Spy Who Loved Me, that was turned into a submarine within. Classic antique Harley-Davidson motorcycles are old models. They are iconic cars produced by an equally iconic company. Finding anything from the 1920s, though, is particularly rare. This pre-World War II bike was considerably more valuable to locate than a storage locker's usual contents, a collection of broken items. It is a standard 1927 Harley-Davidson with a special sidecar attached, increasing its worth. It spent some time in Barry's garage before being auctioned off for $400,000, which is exceptionally huge. Typically, an automobile in a storage unit is outdated, damaged, and not very valuable. But the Tesla Roadster looked stunning and immaculate from the minute it was discovered on Storage Wars in the episode Judgment Day. It was one of Barry's best finds. The 2008 ride was essentially in brand new condition and appeared to have never been used. You must be wondering, before coming to Storage Wars, what Barry did. How did he manage his expenses earlier? According to Closer Weekly, he explained how he became wealthy. "I was in the import-export business with fruits and vegetables, with my brother. It was a family business that my grandfather founded." Barry worked diligently for about 25 years to create the outstanding produce empire of his family. However, the popularity he acquired through Storage Wars resulted from his decision to become a storage locker hunter after growing weary of the company. But do you know why he quit Storage Wars after receiving so much love and fame? Well, many people are unaware of the reason why Barry left his Storage Wars days behind when he last appeared on the show in 2015. Although there were some suspicions that Barry had gone away, he left because he wanted to return to his previous position as a professional slacker. He exclaimed in an interview about his participation in Storage Wars, "I had a blast. It was enjoyable, but I'd had enough and was tempted to go while it was still popular." Barry started working on the 8-episode spin-off Barry's Treasure as soon as he left Storage Wars. Sadly, A&E decided not to renew the spin-off due to a lack of interest. But that wasn't Barry's only appearance on television after Storage Wars. Storage Wars. Barry Strikes Back, another of his short-lived spin-offs, ran for 10 episodes before also being canceled by the network. Some of you might have heard the rumors of Barry being knocked on the doors of death. It was because Barry and his friend Jamie were seriously injured in a motorbike accident at the end of April 2019. According to TMZ, Barry and his companion struck a car that had just backed out of a parking place. Barry's legs and torso sustained numerous wounds as a result of this. The tragedy left Barry Weiss with severe inside injuries and fractured bones, according to the authorities. His back and femur both need many surgeries. Barry Weiss was successfully treated and recovered after receiving regular care for several months. While recuperating from the collision, he even shot a couple ads for Sherwood Valley Casino. Moving further, you would love to know about his unique and amazing collections, not just from storage, but also outside. The extraordinary collection of antique and historic cars owned by Barry Weiss includes everything from renowned American muscle cars to coveted European sports cars. A 1947 Cadillac Series 62, a 1962 Lincoln Continental convertible, a 1932 Ford Roadster, a 1940 Ford COE truck, and a 1963 Chrysler Imperial are just a few of the remarkable automobiles in his collection. A custom-built Cowboy Cadillac, a 1940 Ford COE cab-over-engine, truck decorated with distinctive cowboy-themed items like a saddle, a pair of longhorns, and numerous Western accoutrements, is one of his collection's most notable cars. Barry Weiss has been frequently spotted driving in these classic vehicles, showcasing his passion for distinctive designs and automotive history. His collection displays the beauty of these vintage cars, while also demonstrating his varied taste and love for uncommon and unique automobiles. Moving on to his personal life, Barry Weiss is currently single. Barry Weiss was once married, but the union broke up 30 years ago. Barry is a single man who has no immediate plans to get married again. Julie and Jack are the names of his 2 kids. The fact that Barry is also a grandfather to Jack, a little boy, has kept him quite busy. He gushed, "He's getting so big now. I have lots of things to keep me occupied," he declared. You might be surprised to know his net worth, as Celebrity Net Worth estimates Barry's current net worth to be $10 million. Barry also has a residence in the affluent Laughlin Park section of Los Angeles. The 1928-built 4-bedroom house is valued at $4 million. Barry Weiss is a remarkable individual who has made a lasting impression on the globe through his considerable skills and accomplishments. Weiss has demonstrated an everlasting passion for music, business, and entertainment throughout his career, enthralling audiences with his distinctive flair and endearing demeanor. Barry Weiss has a fascinating charisma and contagious passion that definitely set him apart. Weiss displays a true love for what he does through both his business dealings and appearances on reality TV shows, motivating others to follow their own goals and objectives. So this was all about Barry Weiss. What do you like about him the most? Do let us know in the comments below.